And good morning and welcome to the Tuesday, September 9th edition of the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. My special guest this morning is Jamie Balkin from the Krasl Art Center. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Ken.
It's good to see you, Jamie.
It's good to see you.
Did you have a good summer?
It was a busy summer. It was a blip.
The art fair. You had everything that's happening at the Krasl Art Center. You've got a busy fall coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be a great fall.
Yeah.
We got a lot of fun things planned coming up.
We look forward to it. And do you happen to get involved in any festivals or anything? Go to the Glad Peach or anything?
I did. I helped at the Glad Peach Festival. I'm a city commissioner in Coloma as well as my role at Krasl. And so my daughter and I ran a dunk tank in support of our splash pad.
You were running the dunk tank.
Yeah.
How did that go?
I didn't go in the dunk tank.
Okay.
But I
well, that's the great thing about running the dunk tank. You can choose. Nope, I'm not doing it, but let's get the sheriff in or something like that.
Well, the police chief went in.
Oh, the police chief did?
Yeah,
okay, good.
He was great. We had a lot of good sports. We had several great volunteers that went in, and we raised over $1,800 to pay the water bill for our splash pad. So it was wonderful. It was a lot of fun.
That's fantastic. Yeah, Jamie hooked us up with the people who run the Glad Peach Festival, and they came in a couple of times and shared with us that they're what I call great community commitment to make it happen. Awesome. Yeah. So anyway, that'll come back next year, you think?
Yes,
Glad Peach Festival?
They are already making plans.
Fantastic.
So it's going really well.
Good. Let's see. What else do we have to talk about this morning? Oh, I do want to make a special programming note. We didn't have the show yesterday for one reason or another. And so we did re-air the stair climb episode that we had. We had the folks who are doing the 9/11 stair climb this year.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it is wonderful. And so it's the 24th year to again recognize and honor and pay tribute to all of those who responded to the 9/11 terror attacks and some who unfortunately lost their lives. But representing 2,071 steps, you can climb the stairs at the Lakeshore High School football stadium. They've got it in the stands there. It's going to be Thursday morning at 8:30 a.m. and the public is welcome to attend, no cost.
That's such a special event that our community has each year.
Yeah, so I'm glad that they've picked up the mantle and they're doing that. The American Legion down there in Stevensville sponsoring that, and some great community organizers. So again, if you want more information on that, we'll certainly talk about it as we continue on the WSJN Morning Show. But we are going to talk this hour about the Krasl. What's currently playing at the Krasl Art Center?
So right now we have a very impressive exhibition called Hull House. Chicago and beyond.
Yeah.
And it is a history of the Hull House artist house in Chicago.
Oh.
It is phenomenal. It's guest curated by Michael Hill, who is a local gentleman who's a docent and volunteer at Krasl.
Okay.
It has been so neat to see people come in and just enjoy this exhibition.
Yeah.
It's getting a lot of traffic is the only way I know how to say it.
Yeah.
And people are spending a significant amount of time in the gallery, seeing each piece and writing it down. And we had an event on Sunday, and there were people just walking around, and we're there for like an hour to 2 hours just looking at everything. And it's really, really impressive. Okay.
I want to ask you this hour, what is the Hull House artist? What's the significance? What do we need to know about them? And this exhibit is only here in September. It's leaving September 28th?
Yes, it's been up for about a month and a half now. Okay. It opened early in August.
Okay.
And then it's so our exhibitions usually go at least 8 weeks, if not longer.
Okay.
So this one will be open until September 28th. Then we open a new one October 3rd. With Andrew Light. And then after the Andrew Light exhibit, it's one of the best ones of the year. It's our community members show.
Oh, yeah.
We always wrap up the year with that community members show. And if you're an artist locally listening and you participate in that show, it's coming quick.
Okay.
November's not that far off.
They still have time to get in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll come back and talk about that and a whole lot more. It's the WSJM Morning Show. Jamie Balkin is here from the Krasl Art Center. We'll be right back.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
47 degrees in Benton Harbor, 51 in St. Joseph, 44 degrees in Dowagiac right now, 49 in New Buffalo, under mostly clear skies pretty much all across southwest Michigan. Buchanan, a couple clouds there, 44 degrees, and 43 in Niles right now. We are heading toward a high today, somewhere in the warmest spots of southwest Michigan, around 78 degrees. Should just be some light winds out of the south today, 5 to 10 miles per hour. I'm thinking it's going to be a picture-perfect day, a really nice day. Tonight's forecast, we will have some clouds move in, and that will keep the temperatures from going down too far. So a low tonight expected around 53 degrees with, again, light winds from the southeast. Wednesday's forecast tomorrow, another partly cloudy day. A high around 80 degrees, winds out of the south. Thursday, mostly sunny and a high around 83. Friday, mostly sunny and a high around 85 degrees. Again, the lows are probably going to be in the mid-50s. Then we get to Saturday. Saturday, we could have a chance of a rain shower. Yeah, of course they save it for the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, a chance of rain shower. Partly sunny skies otherwise, a high around 85 degrees. Yeah, you thought it was getting too cold? Now we have the warm temperatures coming back.
They called it false fall for a reason.
False fall. Yes, they did. False fall. We're going to rip the cover off that, bring back some summertime temperatures this week. Again, high of 85 on Saturday and 83 expected on Sunday. Our special guest, as you just heard, Jamie Balkin is here from the Krasl Art Center. We'll be visiting with her this hour. So if you're curious about what's happening at the Krasl right now and what's going to be happening this fall, there's a full slate of activities. We'll talk about it here in just a few moments on the WSJM Morning Show. First off, let's get some news from the WSJM newsroom. Follow up to a story we first brought you yesterday. The suspect chased through 3 counties on Sunday, including Berrien County, has been arrested. Police in Indiana arrested 32-year-old Andrew Barrett on Monday afternoon following a standoff at a home in Mishawaka. While the suspect was able to escape police on Sunday, yesterday, police served a search warrant on a home where the suspect was believed to be found. They did find him there. Barrett refused to come out, leading to an hours-long standoff with police. SWAT officers eventually breached the residence and took Barrett into custody without incident. 2 small children and 2 adults were found inside the residence. They were safe. Barrett was hospitalized for evaluation before being booked into the St. Joseph County Jail. He faces multiple felony warrants out of Indiana, Michigan, and Colorado, including assault, child abuse, and domestic violence. Again, that suspect now in custody. Budget talks are underway in Lansing, but Area State Representative Joey Andrews says negotiations are not going smoothly. The Republican-controlled House passed its budget plan late last month, while the Democrat-controlled Senate approved a separate proposal. Andrews calls the House budget so far a disaster, saying it would cut nearly every state department, including reducing the Office of Labor and Economic Opportunity by half.
Eliminating programs like Going Pro that help retrain people into like skilled trades workforce, or for like good blue collar jobs. The JMG program that helps at-risk kids get into the workforce, all programs that got cut to zero there. $100 million cut from the state police budget, along with eliminating a number of positions in the department.
Andrews says many cuts target positions that he says are still necessary.
What they're trying to claim is that there's money going to pay for jobs that don't exist. The reality is that these are jobs that need to exist that departments are actively trying to hire for.
He says the reductions would halt recruitment, including for Michigan State Police, which faces a proposed $100 million cut. The budget deadline is October 1. St. Joseph City Commissioners have approved construction of a new restroom facility at Dickinson Park. The $607,000 project was awarded to Pearson Construction and is expected to be complete by spring. Public Works Director Greg Grothaus says the work comes shortly after improvements by St. Joseph Public Schools to the baseball fields at the park.
We'll be building a 4-family style restroom building at Dickinson Park. So there won't be a male-female side. It's just family style, so anybody can use any of the 4. And then improving the parking lot. Currently, there is parking over there. It's a gravel lot.
Grothaus says the city and schools have been working closely on this project.
They wanted to do a restroom as part of their larger project, but cost became an issue. The city said, hey, it's on our master plan. We'll apply for some grants and see what happens.
The city secured a $260,000 grant to help with the cost. An environmental group is raising concerns about placing data centers in the region. The Alliance for the Great Lakes says with data centers, there's a huge demand for fresh water to cool those data facilities. Senior Source Water Policy Manager Helena Volzer says nationwide water usage from data centers is projected to exceed 150 billion gallons in the next 5 years.
The way that this region has been marketed specifically towards the data center industry is that we have abundant water resources available. The issue is, though, those water resources, though they appear abundant, are actually really finite.
Bolzer says the Great Lakes water is replenished by about only 1% per year, making limits on water use critical. She warns that without safeguards, the region could face unsustainable pressures as new data centers are built. And finally, the Van Buren County Road Commission will host its third annual Employee Appreciation Day later this month. Managing Director Brett Witkowski, also heard here on WSJM, says the September 30th event will feature lunch, awards, and a driving skills competition.
If you don't take time to acknowledge your staff and appreciate them and let them know they're appreciated, the job doesn't become something you enjoy. It just becomes something you have to do. And that's not what I want for our staff. I want it to be something that they look forward to coming most days.
He says drivers will test their abilities during the annual Transportation Department rodeo.
It's a driving test that is set up to be a GPS, and the winner then goes on to the state competition.
Nearly 60 employees are expected to take part at the Road Commission Garage in Lawrence, though Witkowski notes staff will be ready to respond at a moment's notice to any road emergencies. That's a look at some of the local news that we're covering in the WSJM newsroom. There's more to talk about. In fact, we're talking this hour with Jamie Balkin from the Krasl Art Center. Good morning and welcome again to the WSJM studios, Jamie.
Good morning, Ken. Thanks for having me this morning.
Absolutely. Give us just a quick rundown. What's happening at Krasl?
There is so much happening at Krasl.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep track of all of it.
Yeah.
So kick it off this Friday night. We have volume 34 of Pechakucha.
Okay.
We're going to be outside at the livery.
Okay. For those, I'm going to stop you right there. For those who don't know what a Pechakucha is, I know you and I are familiar with it because we've heard it for a while. What is a Pechakucha?
Oh, Pechakucha is a presentation, 20 slides, 20 seconds per slide.
20 slides, 20 seconds per slide.
Yes.
That keeps you focused.
It's a great, quick storytelling opportunity.
Okay. All right. Keep going.
So we're hosting that at the livery. So it's outdoors delivery. So we start a little bit later. It's at 8:30. Bring your chairs because they don't have enough chairs to seat everybody.
Okay, because they're popular.
They are.
Yeah.
At Pechakuchas, we average anywhere between 175 to 250 people at each one.
That's great.
We do them 3 times a year.
Okay.
Krasl is the main organization behind them.
Mm-hmm.
We're always looking for partners to partner with us on that, but we have 10 speakers.
Okay.
And the premise of Pechakuchas, you have 10 speakers, you do 5, and then you do a beer break, and then you do 5 more.
I bet the ones after the beer break are interesting. No, I mean, all of them, they're all interesting, but it's just,
Yeah.
All right.
They're always fun. It's always a great time. So we're going to be outside at the livery at 8:30 on Friday night, the 12th.
Friday, September 12th. So this week.
This
Fantastic.
Friday.
Okay.
There is a $5 fee to get in, and it just helps us to be able to provide the event.
Yeah.
So livery is going to be offering a cash bar with their beer and pizza.
Okay.
So it's going to be a great night. If you're looking for something unique and fun to do Friday night, come on down and enjoy it.
Let's talk about your Pechakucha. You're going to be giving a talk. What are you going to be talking about? Can we say?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about making a splash in your community.
I like the play on words there. Keep going.
So mine this time, I've done several actually over the years, but this time I want to talk about my experience as a Oklahoma City commissioner and putting in a splash pad in our small town.
Yeah. Very nice. 20 slides, 20 seconds per slide. You going to be able to do it?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of pictures of the slide?
No, the simpler the slide, the more impactful it is.
Oh,
so
that's a good takeaway.
Yeah.
Keep the message focused.
Yeah. We have a planning committee, and it's great to work with those talented individuals. We do a practice session. The practice session was last Wednesday night. So our speakers are getting their presentations pulled together.
Okay.
And look at our, there's a Facebook page called Pechakucha Benton Harbor St. Joe.
Okay.
And you can preview the speakers.
Okay.
That'll be
we're going to look at
Friday
that
night.
Yeah, we'll look at that while we're on the video live stream. And there's a lot going on at Krasl. And so we're going to talk about each and every one of those events. We're going to name them and then go through each one of what they are. That's coming up in just a few moments. We've got to get to sports. And then we'll also talk a little bit about some of the ways that you can get involved in some of the discussions that are happening at Krasl, not even Pechakucha style, Just
That's correct.
any and all. All right. So we'll talk about that. We'll start the conversation on our video live stream right now. Let's also get sports right now from Dave Wolf. I love that Pechakucha theme. That's really cool. Where does it come from?
It's it's an international. We're celebrating our 10th anniversary in this local community, but it's an international. If you Google it, it's Japanese for chit chat.
Oh, okay.
And it started by architects in Japan.
What's the Facebook again? Oh, Pechakucha, St. Joseph, Ben Harbor.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Came right up on my Facebook here, so I'm looking at it right now.
And I only have one speaker out so far, but
one speaker. Oh, posted.
One.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We post like generating up to the event.
Oh, so you're building a buzz.
Yeah.
Very
exactly.
nice. Oh, look at that. Des Durden. Okay. Behavioral therapist, published author, mental health advocate. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's one of the, and so, I mean, the idea behind the Pechakucha is it really challenges people to focus their message, focus their presentation, and tell a story, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. What are some of the past ones that you've presented on?
So I presented on the Gene Harris Coming Home, Coming Together concert.
Okay.
That was probably my first one. I did random slides, which random slides is tough.
What is random slides?
So somebody puts together slides, and whatever pops up, you have to be able to talk about it.
Is it like image driven?
Yeah.
Okay.
Image driven. Random slides was kind of tough, but I did it with a partner that I work with, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And then I did one on the mini hats I wear.
Okay.
And just talking about me as a person.
Yeah.
And then I did one on our eBay store. My husband and I have an eBay store.
What?
It's our little hobby side hustle hobby.
I love this. What do you do? What do you sell at your eBay store?
We sell a little bit of everything.
Okay.
But I talked about kind of like the thrill of the hunt for the thrift to flip.
Okay.
And to make profit off of it. And I talked about our eBay store. So it was fun.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I have to say, I love, I primarily shop local. When I can, I shop local. And it's because I want to support local businesses. Right. Sometimes there are things that you can't get locally. Sure. And so I go to, Amazon or some place. I mean, primarily Amazon, because I know I can trust. eBay, I have had nothing but good experiences on eBay. I have bought stereo refurbishment stuff.
Oh, neat.
Capacitors and tubes and all kinds of things. And I've also sold a car on eBay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, which happened years ago. And I was new to the whole technology thing of using eBay to sell a car. It was so simple. I did it in a public place just because, it's like,
oh yeah, you got to be careful.
Don't want to, anyway. All right. Well, I need to look at your eBay store. Does it have a name?
Balkans Can Buy.
Balkans Can Buy.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're curious and you want to surf eBay, just go check it out. All right. We're talking with Jamie Balkin. We've got more to talk about with Krasl Art Center. That's coming up right now on the radio and on the video live stream. Thanks for joining us.
Back up near 80. We'll be in the low to mid 80s through the end of the week and parts of the weekend. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
7:18, it's the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg, and it's your Tuesday, September 9th, and we have in the studio right now Jamie Balkin with the Krasl Art Center. Once again, welcome. And what's currently happening at Krasl as far as exhibits? What do we see there if we go?
So we have 3 awesome rooms of beautiful art that you can experience when you walk in our door at Krasl right now. We have Hull House in our main gallery,
okay,
which is a huge exhibition with over 200 pieces in it.
Let's roll through Hull House. What is the Hull House exhibit?
The Hull House exhibit is a historical exhibit about artists that participated in Hull House, which is an artist house in Chicago.
Okay, for those who don't know, what is an artist house?
It's so I'm not the art expert.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm envisioning it's kind of like a collective where it's like, okay, we're gonna hang here, we're gonna work on some certain projects and show people what we can do.
I think you're exactly right.
Okay, all right. So those artists, there's a house for artists in that vein in Chicago. It's called the Hull House,
right?
And
it's a historic. It was
Go ahead.
It was a historic. So the exhibition is heavy history on Chicago art.
Okay.
So
if you're looking for kind of that Chicago influence and what was driving the artists of a certain period, this is the exhibit for you.
Correct.
And you said you had more than 200 pieces?
Yes, it's phenomenal.
That's incredible. Where do you fit them all?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just hung really special, and it really is impressive.
Okay.
Each time I walk in, I'm like in awestruck of it.
Yeah, different mediums?
Yes, all kinds of different mediums.
Okay. So chalk, paint, pencil, anything and everything.
Yeah, sculpture, paintings,
Okay.
drawings.
All right. And so that exhibit is happening now through September 28th.
Correct.
And the Hull House Artists in Chicago and Beyond exhibit, there will be a discussion coming up on September 20th. What's that?
September 20th at 1 in the afternoon. We'll have a panel discussion in the gallery about the Hull House. So the guest curator, Michael Hill, will be there. And then there are two or three other guest panelists that will be there with Michael to talk about the exhibition. So it's going to be an awesome afternoon of art discussion.
Love it. What else is happening at Krasl?
So right now in our lab, which our lab is kind of experimental, we have a really neat zine workshop.
Zine.
Yeah. So a zine is a piece artists create. It's like an abbreviated magazine is a great way to explain it. But the zine room is very popular, and you can make a zine while you're sitting there. All the supplies are there for you to sit and make a zine.
Oh, hands-on art?
Yeah,
I love that.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then there's also zines that others have done hanging there so you can see and experience them. So, and then in our lounge,
wait. So zines are mini magazines.
Yeah.
And what's the intention here? What do you do them for?
Be creative.
Okay. I like that. I mean, do they tell a story? I guess they tell some sort of story.
Yeah, and I think it's just a way to be artistic and share your expressions.
Okay. Zines. Oh, I'm going to check that out. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really cool.
Okay.
And then in our lounge, we have the works of Olga Krasl, our founder.
Oh, okay.
And it's beautiful. Her work is very beautiful. So there's a picture of Olga and George, who are our founders.
Yes.
So you can see who are the ones who provided Krasl and made it happen.
Nice. Okay, so you can see right now at Krasl Art Center, you've got the exhibition Hull House Artists in Chicago and Beyond, and that's going through September 28th with the panel discussion for people who want to learn more about Hull House artists and the whole history of that movement. That discussion is coming up 1 p.m. on September 20th.
Correct.
Okay, and then also you've got in the lab the zines.
Correct.
Okay, but the lab is changing soon. And then also you have on display some of the works of Olga Krasl.
Correct.
Okay, very good. But in the lab, I'm looking forward to this. Foster Willie's Lake Deity. What is that?
So Foster Willie is was born and raised here in St. Joe. I don't believe he's here anymore, but he has an idea for a future project. And our lab is like a creative up and coming artist, or where you can really share ideas about art.
Okay.
And so Foster's got this idea for a project, and he's going to put it in there and hopefully get some feedback, and hopefully it'll help the project move forward.
Oh, cool. Any detail about the project? I mean, it's sculpture. Is that what we're looking at?
It's sculpture.
Okay. Okay. Very nice.
And again, I'm not the art expert. I'm the event expert.
You put together all the great events, and we're going to talk about that here in a few moments as well, because I want to get an update on how the art fair on the Bluff went.
Great. I would love to. It was a great year.
So
we'll love to talk about that.
We'll talk about that. So Foster Willie's Lake Deity, when does that start? The transition date on that?
October 3rd.
Okay. And then also there's going to be the after the Hull House Artists exhibit changes out on September 28th. You're doing a quick turnaround, and you got a new exhibit coming up. What is that?
On October 3rd, we'll have our opening for the Andrew Light exhibition, which you've got the computer in front of you. I can't remember.
Oh, the Shadow Caster Variations.
Yes.
The Shadow Caster Variations.
Yes. That's going to be a beautiful exhibition. He's a sculptor.
Yeah.
He actually worked with Richard Hunt.
Okay.
So it's going to be a really nice exhibition. So we open that October 3rd. We'll have an opening reception from 6 to 8.
Okay.
I'm getting all my times confused.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. So 6 to 8 on Friday the 3rd. come on by. Krasl will have an opening, and you can see the new exhibition in both the lab as well as the galleries.
And the name itself intrigues me on this, shadow casters. And you're thinking about sculptures, you're thinking about large sculptures, you think about what's already down there
Right.
on the water, and the influence that Richard Hunt has had in our area with his sculptures, casting shadows through the sculptures. I mean, another way to appreciate art.
It sure is.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got the Pechakucha that's coming up this Friday. We've got the exhibition that's currently happening at the Krasl Art Center, Whole House Artists in Chicago and beyond, and then a whole lot more. We're going to pause for just a moment, a couple of messages. We have to get our Bloomberg Market Minute in, but we're going to continue the conversation on our video live stream. We're talking with Jamie Balkin from the Krasl Art Center. Later this hour, we'll get an update on how everything went with the Krasl Art Fair. That's coming up. Right here on WSJM. Oh, quickly, how can people get more information about anything that we've talked about here online?
The best two resources is our website at krasl.org, as well as our Facebook and Instagram, which are also Krasl. I think they're just Facebook Krasl.
Just type in Krasl,
Yep.
You'll get there. But okay, very good. We'll continue our conversation with Jamie Balkin here on the video live stream in just a moment. It is WSJM.
What would you?
Sorry to put you on the spot.
You're
I have lots of questions.
That's good. Questions are good. I'm used to questions.
I have questions about turning art exhibits around. So you're getting rid of the Whole House Artists exhibit on September 28th, and then you're opening a new exhibit, the Shadowcaster Variations, on October 3rd. That seems like a quick turnaround for art exhibits.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's ironic because somebody asked me this question. We had an event on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
And somebody said, how does this happen so fast?
Yeah.
And so, not being physically part of an install, but seeing it goes down quick, like Monday, Tuesday, it's down. Then like Wednesday, Thursday, there's painting and patching and, refresh of the room.
Okay.
And then the new stuff goes in.
Wow.
So
But I mean, you've got to move the art. I imagine you have to
Yep.
be very careful with it.
you do. You do.
And so, I mean, are there people with white gloves and little tiny crescent wrenches? that
There
kind of thing?
is. We actually partner with people, like there's somebody we contract with to come in and help us.
Yeah.
His name is Steve.
Okay.
I don't know his last name, but
I could do
Steve,
that work. I could take art installations down, no problem. I can patch holes. I'm handy.
Yeah, so there's a lot of patching and painting that goes on.
That's cool.
We'll change the color of a wall,
Yeah.
in a short, quick period of time.
How many layers of paint do you think there are?
Oh, I can't imagine.
Yeah. The walls used to be like way out here. Now they're like right here.
Yeah.
No.
And the funny thing is there's pieces that move too. Like we have like walls that move for different displays. So.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
cool. Okay. What else is happening at Krasl?
There's so much happening. We have the George Krasl Memorial Concert coming up on September 20th.
Okay.
We have a group out of Chicago that is coming to perform that. And we'll definitely be sharing a lot more with exact details of that coming up.
Okay.
But
Is that typically like open to the public kind of?
oh, it's free and open to the public.
Okay.
It is going to take place on Saturday, September 20th.
Okay.
So really you could make it an afternoon of art. You could come for the panel discussion at 1 and then the George Krasl concerts at 3.
Oh, nice.
So you could
Perfect.
really,
Yeah.
grab some lunch, come listen to the panel discussion, grab some ice cream or dessert, and
Yeah.
then stay for the concert.
I love that. Hanging out at the Krasl is cool. Okay, so you've got the George Krasl Memorial Concert. That's on September 20th. The Whole House Artists in Chicago and Beyond exhibition panel discussion is the 20th. Let's see. One of these other things I pulled off on from your website, you've got what is it, a fall fete?
Yeah, so that's a fundraiser that we're having on October 17th.
Okay.
And that's going to be held at
Deblon.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for saying that because I was going to say it wrong.
No, that's all right.
So I'm glad you said it for me. So
Vineyards
yes,
and winery. Yep.
that's the evening of October 17th. So really, fall is ramping up. We're partnering with Coastline Children's Film Festival and hosting Flicker Treat
Oh,
on October 10th. I think, yes, it is October 10th.
okay. Flicker treat.
Yeah, Flicker Treat.
Oh, details, please.
So what Flicker Treat is, and we've partnered with Coastline for a number of years now, it's silent films. And Larry Schenker from Brookview Montessori plays piano to the silent films.
Oh, fun.
And it's free, open to the public. So that's Friday, October 10th.
Okay.
It's always a neat, fun, and it's so neat to watch the kids see a silent film for the first time because they're used to technology. And so it's a great family event that takes place, and we partner with them. So that's October 10th. Fall Fete is October 17th. Then we head into November and December, and there's still a bunch of activities in November and December.
Yeah.
November, we open our community member show.
Okay.
Which is always a huge show for us. And we end up with, I'd say 140 to 150 local artists that participate in that show, which is huge.
And a great display of talent. It
so
amazes me every time I go through it and see the different talents that people have right here in Southwest Michigan. It's beautiful.
Exactly. It is really, that's one of my favorites, just to walk through that. So that'll open just before the Thanksgiving holiday.
Are you still calling for local artists to enter? Tell us more.
So I don't know if the opening for the community member show is out there yet. So there is time.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
There's totally time.
Sorry, I'm working ahead.
Yeah, you're doing great though. So then that's in November, and then December, the first weekend of December during Light Up the Bluff.
Yeah.
And this is my favorite event. I must say the art fair is my favorite, but this is another one that really has a piece of my heart. That's one of my favorites. So while they do Light Up the Bluff on the bluff, we do Warm Up with Santa at Krasl.
Oh.
And we have Santa, and we have 3 artists sketching Santa.
Oh, cool.
So it's our version, and it is so cool to watch those artists sketch Santa.
That is fun. So it's like a live model. Yeah. Santa is there. Is he taking wish lists and that kind of stuff?
He does. He interacts with the kids, and it's so funny. The artists will say, "Boy, he's a great Santa, but he's a tough model." That is one of our favorite. That is one of my favorite events because the artists are so talented, and it's just so neat to see people watch the artist sketch him.
Yeah.
So that takes place 6 to 8 on the night that Light Up the Bluff takes place.
Okay, one moment. We'll talk more in just a moment. We've got to get back on the radio. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Today, the S&P was not too far from its record. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
We're going to have to run through that list again because there's so much going on between now and the end of the year at Krasl Art Center. We're talking with Jamie Balkin from the Krasl Art Center about all the fun things that are happening, all the interesting exhibits and exhibitions and activities that you can participate in at Krasl. So that is, we'll continue that conversation here in just a few moments. We've got to get some more news in from the ABC folks. They'll give us the latest world and national news. Let's do a weather forecast real quick. The forecast for today does call for a pretty decent day. Yeah, another nice day. We will have some clouds, partly cloudy day for the most part. High around 78 degrees. So it's going to get nice and warm. You can probably wear the sweater like I do in the morning and then just wear a t-shirt in the afternoon. Tonight's forecast, mostly cloudy. Not as cool overnight because we have that cloud cover. The low overnight only getting down to around 53 degrees, according to the forecasters. Wednesday's forecast, partly cloudy. Tomorrow, a high around 80. Thursday, mostly sunny, a high around 83. Friday, mostly sunny and a high around 85. I already started sneezing because Friday's going to be a horrible day. You know,
allergies are real right now.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, I've not suffered yet, but people around me have. Stephanie was sniffling last night, but mostly sunny skies, high around 85 degrees. No, the reason I was sniffling and sneezing is because, oh no, I may have to take a sick day on Friday because it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be gorgeous outside. Anyway, don't tell the boss. Saturday's forecast, partly sunny, has a 20% chance of a rain shower on Saturday, but the high is still going to be around 85 degrees. And Sunday, partly cloudy, another chance of showers and a high around 83 degrees. Okay, more news coming up in just a moment. This is WSJM.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. The U.S. Supreme Court ruling that ICE raids in California can go forward. Here's ABC Chief White House Correspondent Mary Bruce.
This is a big win for President Trump and his administration's aggressive immigration enforcement tactics. The Supreme Court lifting restrictions on ICE agents operating in California, allowing them to target, stop, and detain people based solely on their race, the fact that they speak Spanish, where they gather, or what type of work they do. Factors that a lower court judge had deemed unconstitutional unconstitutional. The Fourth Amendment, of course, protects against unlawful searches and seizures.
The White House is denying that the sexually suggestive letter and drawing allegedly sent from Donald Trump to Jeffrey Epstein 22 years ago was done by Trump. The House Oversight Committee released it last night. The Israeli military is urging a full evacuation of Gaza City ahead of its planned expanded offensive. Hundreds of thousands of people say they have nowhere else to go. Hundreds are staging a sit-in. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
7:35 WSJM Morning Show continues for your Tuesday, September 9th. So the splash pad is closed for the season?
It is. We closed it Labor Day weekend, but the day after we did a really special event called Pause on the Pad, which was great. And we had 17 dogs come.
Oh, that's fun.
And all shapes and sizes of dogs, all ages of dogs.
Did they enjoy it?
Some of them did. Some of them were deathly afraid of the water. It was just a really nice evening, and a huge thank you to Sensible Heating and Air Conditioning. They provided hot dogs.
Oh, nice.
And it was just a really nice evening.
We're talking with Jamie Balkin, who is here from Krasl Art Center to talk about a lot of the things happening there. But you also work for the community in Coloma.
Correct. I'm a city commissioner in Coloma.
And you helped out with making sure that the splash pad all came together and everything, because a lot of that was a community effort.
Correct. It was. We can't be more thankful to the donors and the people who got behind the splash pad project, who made it a reality.
So people enjoyed it this summer, and then you let the canines in to close it down. I love that.
Yep.
That's fun. It's a free dog wash.
It was.
Throw some soap in there. You're just fine. We'll continue our conversation with Jamie Balkin in just a moment. Some of the news stories that we have coming up just after 8 o'clock this morning from the WSJM newsroom. Police are investigating the discovery of a body in a pond in Sawyer. Chickaming Township Police say officers were called just after 11 o'clock in the morning yesterday to a large pond behind Arlington Metals on Arlington Drive near 3 Oaks Road. They don't have many details right now, and they're looking for more information. So we'll give you more information of what we know. That's coming up just after 8 o'clock this morning. Also, another disappointing story. A 73-year-old Stevensville man was killed when he was struck by a vehicle while riding his bicycle in Lake Township over the weekend. So we'll have that story in that police report. Also, the St. Joseph Downtown Development Authority Board is expanding. City commissioners last night approving an increase in representation. They say it's a response to some of the issues that were raised during the paid parking thing that happened earlier this year. So we'll give you those stories and more. That's all coming up right after 8 o'clock here on the WSJM Morning Show. We'll continue our conversation with Jamie Balkin from Krasl Art Center, let you know what's going on there. That's coming up right here on the video live stream in just a moment. Also, we'll come back to the radio and make it part of our Moody on the Market update as well. We've got sports coming up next from Dave Wolf after a look at state news.
The Michigan.
Lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff. Okay. Continuing our conversation with Jamie Balkin from the Krasl Art Center. How long have you been at Krasl?
Just over 4 years or 3.5 years.
You loving it?
I am. And this is funny. We say 3.5 years, but 4 art fairs.
Oh, 4 art fairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I base it on years as well as art fairs.
How did the art fair go this year?
The art fair was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was, for me personally, it went so smooth all the way around. We brought back the shuttle after an 8 to 10 year break and not having a shuttle.
So that was to relieve some of the parking issues that have been
downtown.
The congestion downtown. And so where did it start? Hilltop? Was it?
No, it started at the St. Joe High School parking lot.
Oh, that's right. St. Joe High School. Sorry, a couple of different shuttles running. So this one was at the St. Joseph High School, and you were running all day long during the art fair.
Right. And so over 120 cars took advantage of that. That's not people, but cars.
That's great.
Parked at that each day.
That's
nice.
That's
huge. And took 120 cars out of downtown, which
that made
is
a difference.
Great relief.
Yeah.
So
and it was absolutely free.
Free. Thank you to, and they visit Southwest Michigan. They changed their name, so I'm trying to get that straight in my head. So yes, a huge shout out to them and thank you for that.
Yes.
It was a great art fair. We had over 22,000 people, 172 artists. Everything just went very, very smooth.
I was going to ask you, did everyone behave?
They did.
Oh, good.
You know, our safety people had a great weekend. No reports, no anything.
Very nice.
And the artists did wonderful. I had 8 to 10 artists say it was one of their best shows ever.
That's great. That's really good.
And they sold out.
Nice.
So it was awesome.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So art fair preparations have already begun for next year.
They have.
Okay.
And then the application will go live in October, which is a month
In
away.
October.
Yeah. So applications for the art fair open in October, close in January.
Okay.
And I think that's the behind the scenes things that people don't realize. It's a juried show.
Yes.
And people from across the United States apply. We usually get about 450 plus applications a year.
Okay.
And you have to read through those and score them to get the 172 that are on display here.
All right. Don't reach across the counter and smack me, but I'm going to ask you a question here. So you get 450 applications in. You only have room for 172 some odd artists. Could AI help you winnow down the number of applicants? I mean, just taking a look at, did they fill out the application entirely? Did they give us, what are some summaries of the applications? Is there any application there?
There is an application. We use a software called Zapplication.
Zapplication. Okay.
Yeah,
So
and
you are using that.
Yeah, we use it's a internet-based software.
Okay.
That art fairs throughout the United States use in order to find their artist.
Okay.
If you're an artist selling throughout in the art fair or art show
Circuit. Yeah.
you're on Zapplication.
Okay. All right. So you're not going to smack me for asking about AI anyway. And
No.
as art goes.
And the art world is preparing for AI.
Yeah.
There's a lot of seminars talking about AI and its impact on art.
Yeah.
And all of the above. But
what do you think about it? I mean, because the discussion is AI generated art actually art? I think that's one of the discussions.
yeah, it is one of the discussions. And I haven't studied it enough to know.
Yeah. And I think people are still weighing in. I think that early on, some artists, some mentors were saying, no, this is lazy and it's not art. It's the mind of a computer. There's no soul there. And others would say, well, there was a human behind this, involved in this somewhere, some way. So how can we discriminate against those who don't have the skills of a Rembrandt or a Van Gogh? So again, I think that the jury's out on it.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yep.
Was there any identifiable AI art at the art fair?
No, we actually, there's so many behind the scenes things that people don't realize. We have a quality control person.
Yeah.
That's a volunteer.
Okay.
That goes and checks every booth and makes sure what they have in their booth is
what they advertised. Yep.
What they applied with.
Yep.
And that there's not reproductions.
Okay.
And that they're not doing buy sell where they bought it and are just upselling.
Oh, like reseller type stuff. Wow.
Yep.
So
there's a lot of intricacies that people don't realize.
Oh man.
They just walk through and see the beautiful art.
Do you ever
There's
go
behind the scenes stuff that you're like, whoa.
You ever find stolen art?
Knock on wood, we have had very low theft at our
No, but I mean like somebody tries to sell the Mona Lisa there.
I don't think so.
That'd be kind of cool though, wouldn't it?
No, we don't need controversy.
No. All right, fine. Good morning and welcome. And good morning, Teresa. Thanks for joining us and others on the WSJM Morning Show video live stream. Anytime you want to watch this back, we have these immediately archived on our Facebook, on our YouTube, and on our WSJM Smart app. We'll come back and talk a little bit more with Jamie Balkin, Krasl Art Center. We'll recap those things that are happening at the Krasl Art Center in just a moment right here on WSJM. Also, we'll get the call out for community artists as well. So we'll talk about that in just a moment right here on WSJM. Oh, and the education. We have to talk about that.
Yeah,
Remind
we have classes coming up.
Classes are coming up, and it's a great time of year. Again, you can still get out and about, but you can also be schooled up on some art stuff. I've taken part in those classes. I love it.
They're awesome.
It's great.
Classes.
It's a lot of fun. All right. Back in a moment on WSJM.
551 Bible, 855 51 Bible.
Partly sunny skies today. A little bit warmer. We're going to end up at 78 this afternoon. Winds will stay out of the south. They'll be pretty light. Not as cool tonight, but partly cloudy. We'll drop down to 53. And tomorrow, partly cloudy. High temperatures back up near 80. We'll be in the low to mid 80s through the end of the week and parts of the weekend. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
7:45, it's the WSJM Morning Show. I'm testing the boundaries of the art community, what they're willing to put up with as far as my questions. Good morning, and thank you for joining us. Jamie Balkin is here with the Krasl Art Center. We're doing all right.
You are. You're making sure I'm on my toes this morning.
Sorry. I mean, there's just so much happening at the Krasl Art Center. We want to make sure we talk about all that's happening. And of course, if we can throw an AI question in there, I'm happy to do that. Before I forget, let's talk about the education opportunities that are coming up at Krasl, because it's fall. It's a great time of year to maybe go indoors or learn a new skill, refining an existing skill. What's happening with education?
So our fall classes start on Monday of next week.
Okay.
So I highly encourage people, if you are like, oh, I want to try this, or take a class at Krasl. We have the most talented, amazing instructors, from our clay studio to drawing to painting. We have great faculty, and fall classes, they're still open and you can still sign up, and classes start next week.
And if you want to look at the classes, probably go to the website
Education overview, and there's a full list of all the classes.
Yeah, I'm looking at them here, the list here, and some of them are already sold out, but there's still, I don't know if you have waiting lists or anything like that, but there's an intro to ceramics, there's potter's wheel fundamentals, so that sounds like an advanced class as far as pottery goes. Clay character building, that looks like a fun one. That one still has some openings. Wheel throwing, intro to drawing, meditative drawing, that sounds fun. Ooh, meditative drawing.
I know.
I like that. Sewing basics. So if you've,
sewing class is very popular.
Yeah, it's already sold out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's an introduction to crochet.
That'd be neat.
Yeah, that's coming up. So I mean, if 2 needles is too much for you, let's do the crochet because you just have one hook. How about that?
There's so many neat classes, and like I said, our talented instructors. There's usually a class, and I don't know if they're running it this session, Pottery with Pete. I just love the name of that.
Pottery with Pete.
So Pete Nice is one of our instructors in the clay studio, and I just love the title of that.
Yeah.
How fun is that?
Stephanie and I, my wife and I, have taken the pencil drawing class, the colored pencils.
Awesome. Yes.
That's a lot of fun. And then I've also taken the enameling class, which I got great joy out of. I love that, the glass enameling.
Oh, how cool!
Yeah, so you work it. For me, it was perfect because you get to work with sharp stuff that you can melt in a furnace that's way too hot for human touch. And you can come out with some pretty stuff.
It's amazing. People take classes with their friends or just to take them, and for all ages too.
Yeah. Okay. Let's make this part of our Moody on the Market update. Our Moody on the Market update is brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owner's insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. We're talking with Jamie Balkin from the Krasl Art Center. And we just had a quick report out on what happened with the Krasl Art Fair on the Bluff this last year. Can we do a quick recap of that? Starting with the shuttle, you had transportation considerations because, we had the paid parking situation that was kind of looming over St. Joseph this summer. And so Krasl was proactive, and you thought, hey, here's a way that we can do our part to relieve some of the congestion downtown.
Yeah, so we brought back a shuttle. For a number of years, a shuttle ran in conjunction with the art fair, and there was like an 8 to 10 year break where we didn't offer a shuttle. And thanks to Visit Southwest Michigan, our sponsor, we were able to bring back a shuttle. We also had a volunteer that led that, and was a huge success for the first year, and I can only see it growing as people realize it's back at place.
Good.
But we had 120 cars park each day.
Wow.
And a huge thank you to St. Joe High School because we used their parking lot. And we used a company called Tim's Tours, and they did a phenomenal job for us as well. But smooth, people loved it. You weren't all frustrated because you drove around forever to find a parking place. So we're optimistic and hopeful we can bring that back again next year.
Art Fair on the Bluff itself, how many people rolled through there this past summer?
Over 22,000 again. That's our sweet spot. About 22,000 make it over the 2 days.
That is fantastic. And then you also had 172 artists, juried artists, go through the show. And anything else on that? I know you've got applications for next year's show for the artists going out soon.
Yes, and applications will open in October.
Okay.
So really planning's underway for 2026.
How do you get the word out? How does the application, what art network do you have to send out the applications?
So just like every industry, there's specific industry publications that you advertise on.
Okay, so you put out word all across the nation and get the best of the best to come in and show their works, their wares at the Art on the Bluff.
We do.
Okay.
It's always fun.
That's great. We're talking with Jamie Balkin, Krasl Art Center. Let's make this part of our Moody on the Market update. It has been brought to you this hour by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owner's insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. We'll come back in a couple of moments and wrap up this interview and get you some more news. That's coming up at 8 o'clock, just 10 minutes away, right here on the WSJM Morning Show.
Rich Fran and Tara calls.
All right, what else do we need to talk about, Jamie?
I think we've hit it.
Yeah?
Yeah,
There's a lot going on.
there is.
Pechacucha. I know you've only got one of the deliverers. Well, two now because you're doing it as well.
Yeah.
Did you mention what you're doing it on?
Yeah, the splash pad.
Oh, the splash pad. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. So the splash pad. Give us a sneak peek. Who else is doing what?
So
Just
Becky
one or
Kliss.
two. Okay.
Becky Kliss is going to talk. I'm not sure what Becky is going to be one of our presenters. Marlene Zarnecki is talking about bringing back trades.
Oh, okay.
And then Chad, and I'm going to say Chad's name wrong. Chad is an artist. And I don't know Chad's topic, but Chad, I love Chad.
Okay.
And I'm embarrassed that I don't know his topic.
That's all right. I put you on the spot.
But really, the presenters have till Wednesday to get us their titles. So
For this Friday's event.
yeah,
They've got till Wednesday. Nothing drives activity like a deadline.
that's exactly right.
Because if you asked for them to get it like weeks ago, either A, they wouldn't have, or B, they would have been like, I don't know yet.
So what I would say is we're always looking for speakers too.
Oh, okay.
It's tough to find 10 speakers for each Pechacucha, and we do them 3 times a year.
Okay.
And so that's another reason why I'm doing one is I've done them several times.
Yeah.
But we were like lowest speaker. I'm like, oh, I could talk about this. And,
Yeah.
like I kind of have the presentation built in my head.
Yeah.
Before I even agreed to do it. So
Outside of the Pechacucha events like this one, where do people do this? I mean, is this something they can find useful in their work, in their public gatherings?
yes. So I'll use an example. One of our committee members just did a quick video and talked about once he delivered his Pechacucha, it made him think about presenting differently.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have said that. It makes you think about presenting differently. It makes you present more cleaner.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word, because you're trying to share something in such a tight time frame. It's more purposeful as you present.
Yeah.
It's a great skill to refine.
You know what I also like about it is you have in this case 20 slides in 20 seconds, and if you think about delivering a presentation, and honestly, presentation delivery is not something a lot of people have in their everyday job.
No.
But for you, for me, we've often had the presentations. Maybe we've been facilitators to help others with them. They often use the slide as a crutch.
Yes.
Right. And so they'll put everything they want to say on the slide in little 6-point font so they can fit everything on there. And they do. And that's not really for the audience. That's not a compelling and engaging presentation.
Right.
What I would rather see is a picture, an image illustrating the thought, the concept, the message that I want to get across.
Right.
And then I know in my mind, okay, I see the elephant up there. Here are 3 things that I'm going to talk about.
And as they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Exactly. Exactly right. So put 10 pictures up there and you get 10,000 words, right?
And you put 20 up and you get 20,000.
We can do math. What else is happening?
So we have the panel discussion on Hull House on the 12th.
Okay.
And the George
No, panel discussion is on the 20th.
20th. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See?
Yeah.
All these dates are just going crazy in my mind. The 20th, we have that, the panel discussion, and then the George Krasl Memorial Concert.
Yep.
Then we have an exhibition opening on October 3rd for our next exhibition.
The Shadowcaster Variations.
Correct.
Okay.
And then on October 17th, we have our Fall Fete, which is a fundraiser. And then October 10th is Flick or Treat. And then
Flick or Treat, those are the silent movies, and you've got a live piano player there. Do we know what movies they are, and are they old movies? Are they necessarily like original silent films?
I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, we'll find out.
Yep. That'll
You should bring a silent film in here, and we can screen it for the people.
Oh,
it works great on radio. No, it doesn't. All right.
You're too funny.
Sorry. Dad jokes. All right. Very good. Well, Jamie Balkin, thanks for coming in. Krasl Art Center. We're going to wrap up this interview here in just a moment. If you have any questions at all about what's happening at the Krasl Art Center, because I know we rolled through a whole heck of a lot, just go to krasl.org, and that will get you all the information you need to know. There's the art exhibits. There's the education that they do every year that's getting ready to start next Monday, you said?
Yep, classes start Monday.
The different events. Obviously, there's more information about the art fair, so if you're a potential artist interested in joining them, they will open the applications in October. There's ways to support and join. Why don't we talk about that here in a moment? Ways to support and join Krasl to get more out of your experience. It's 7:56. It's the WSJM Morning Show. Back with more in just a moment.
This is WSJM FM Benton Harbor, St. Joseph, a product of Midwest Family Marketing and Media. Proudly serving our community. The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
It's always a fun discussion when we have Jamie Balkin in the studio. It's Jamie Balkin is here from the Krasl Art Center. I'm Ken Lundberg. We've been talking about all the fun events that are happening in and around St. Joseph and Benton Harbor in relation to the Krasl Art Center. And again, they have an exhibit that's happening right now at Krasl Art Center, the Hull House Artists in Chicago and Beyond. That is in place only until September 28th.
Correct.
So it's wrapping up soon, but you've got more than 200 pieces of art installed as part of that exhibit right now.
It is such an impressive exhibition.
Yeah. And people, they do, when they get there and they start seeing it and enjoying it, they take a lot of time with it.
They do.
Yeah. And if you've got 200 pieces, that's going to take it. So a factor accordingly.
Yes, exactly.
But there will be a panel discussion if you want to learn more about the Hull House artists. A panel discussion is coming up on September 20th, and that happens to also be the same day. There will be the George Krasl Memorial Concert, and so you may make a Saturday of that.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Nice afternoon of art.
So we should probably talk about how people can support and join the Krasl Art Center. Can you give us some information on that, please?
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, most of the things we offer at Krasl are free.
Yeah.
And if they're not free, it's minimal. Like Petra Kuch, it's $5.
Okay.
Where can you go for an evening entertainment for $5?
Right.
So we have memberships and donors. And if you go to our website, krasl.org, there is a member and donor tab that you could offer a donation or join us as members. As a member, there's perks with every level, but if you're a member, you get our e-blasts and all our newsletters and can really know what's going on.
Yeah. Get kind of an early heads up of what's happening, some of the classes that will be offered, et cetera. And again, if you're interested in joining classes, there's still room in some of them. Some of them are sold out, but you can get a good idea of what's available and what the requirements are. Just go to Krasl Art Center. That's krasl.org, and click on education. You can get more information about that. Plus, they have the shop, which we always love taking a look at because it's really cool to get stuff in there.
Yeah, the shop's all local artists.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. Jamie Balkin, as always, a pleasure. Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me this morning. It was great to talk.
Absolutely. Let's see. What do we have? We've got news coming up from ABC in just a moment. A reminder that you can hear the Detroit Tigers play the New York Yankees today. That game is at 7:05 p.m. So first pitch going out at 7:05 p.m. We'll have the pregame show before that. Starts around 6:35, and you can hear it only here on WSJM. As far as other sports, we'll have a full wrap-up from Dave Wolf in a few moments, but the Cubs lost to the Atlanta Braves yesterday 4-1. Today, they play again at 7:15. That's the time for the first pitch. Chicago White Sox did not play yesterday. They will play the Tampa Bay Rays today. First pitch for that, 7:40 p.m. Again, if you were watching Monday Night Football or fell asleep during it, Minnesota defeating the Bears 27-24. All right, world and national news now from ABC. Local news coming up next. It's 8 o'clock.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. The White House is flatly denying that President Trump